Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel, and I am so excited today to present to you this delicious eggless vanilla cake. Now I know there's a ton of vanilla cake recipes on my channel, and this is just one of the other experiments that I was doing, and it turned out so beautiful. I just have to share this with you. It's super soft, super fluffy, and I've used a very different method to make this, and it's going to be your new favorite way to make any kind of sponge cake that you will make in the future. So let's begin and let's dive right into this recipe. You're going to preheat your oven first to 160 degrees Celsius. Here now in a bowl I've taken some instant custard powder and some castor sugar, and into this now I'm going to add some warm milk. So basically when you make custard at home, this is how you make it. You start by whisking some custard powder, castor sugar and some milk first before you start heating it up. We are not going to heat it now. Now what we're going to do is, into this we are going to make our instant buttermilk. So I'll add in the vinegar. What we get now is this beautiful instant custardy buttermilk, and it's going to blow your mind how this small tweak in your sponge cake recipe is completely going to transform your sponge cakes. You can see the curdled bits on the whisk right here. That's perfect. Now let's add the vanilla extract here, and I'm just going to give this a quick whisk. Now it's time for us to add all of our dry ingredients. So we'll start first by adding the all-purpose flour. Into this I'm going to add some castor sugar. Now I have baking soda, baking powder and some sea salt, which I'll add as well. Now all the ingredients and their quantities, I have listed them down in the description box below, so make sure that you check that out. Now all we have to do is give this a real good whisk until everything is well combined, and what you get is a nice smooth velvety looking batter like so. Now the final ingredient that we have to add is some vegetable oil, which is neutral tasting. Make sure that it doesn't have any flavor. If you don't want to use oil, you could also use melted salted butter in this. And as you're whisking, you'll also gently start adding in the vegetable oil as well. And once you've added all of the oil, you're just going to whisk this really well until again it forms a nice smooth velvety batter, but you do not want to overwork the batter. Our batter is ready. Here I have a 6-inch cake tin which I have greased really well, and I'm going to pour my cake batter into this cake tin. And as you know, the oven is already preheating at 160 degrees Celsius. Now I'm going to shuffle this tin around so that the batter spreads out evenly in this cake tin, and then I'm also going to tap it really hard against the work surface. What this does is it will pop any air pockets that have come up to the surface. As you can see, it's popped a couple of bubbles on our cake batter, and now this will bake in the oven at 160 degrees Celsius for about 40 to 45 minutes. A skewer or a knife inserted in the center must come out clean. Then you're going to let the cake cool down completely. You're going to run a knife along the edges, and there you go. The vanilla sponge cake slides out so easily, and it looks incredible and smells even more delicious. Now you can have it as is, but I like to top mine with some whipped cream. You could also dust it with some icing sugar, but I love how soft and airy this whole cake looks when you top it with some whipped cream. And finally then I'm going to top it with some sprinkles as well, and our eggless basic vanilla sponge cake recipe is ready. You can have this with tea. You can use this to make your layer cakes. It is so versatile, and this technique, you guys, is so amazing. You are not going to believe how soft and fluffy this cake turns out. It's literally like biting into a cloud. You can see while I'm slicing into this cake how springy and spongy this cake is, and I'm going to show you what that looks like on the inside. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you make this cake at home. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I post a new video. I'll see you again in another baking video. Until then, goodbye and happy baking.